Thank you very much. Okay, last night I did a op article on the Trump, not Trump, well, President Trump's and the tariffs war with over 200 countries. And as you'll recall, I predicted that seek, divide, and destroy, that some of the countries will start coming in and wanting to negotiate. And that would be the straw that broke the camel's back, or the domino theory. Others will line up. Now, I was criticized. A person wrote in, said I should learn what I'm talking about. And I assume he's probably of a different political persuasion than me. But my prediction not only came true, much more than I would realize. Over 80 countries are standing in line now wanting to talk it over with President Trump. Far more than I realized, probably far more than he realized. And incidentally, and people, I like it when people give me comments. I like it when you agree with me, but I like it even better when you disagree with me, because that gives me food for thought. So I looked up a little more today. I thought I had a good understanding of tariffs, and I do, but Trump is going to hold out for 90 days at 10% until he has a chance to negotiate. And you think about that now. They're not; these people are representatives of other countries. Sometimes their leaders is not going to negotiate with the stock boy. It's going to have to be someone in high authority. And there's not that many people that Trump really is competent to do the negotiations. And it's also a little bit demeaning to the other people. These are dignitaries. We got to treat them with respect. Some of them are our friends. Some of them are our friends just because they want to get something from us. But you can't bring 80 different representatives of 80 different countries and put them in a basketball stadium and herd them around like cattle. They're going to be meetings, dinners, photo ops, everything. So that takes time. But he's got 80 people right now wanting to negotiate. So he's going to hold the tariffs in place for 90 days. Okay. Let me pull it in a little bit. So I looked up a little bit about the tariffs today. The Tariff Act was acted in 1789. The second bill, I repeat, the second bill signed by President George Washington imposing a tariff of about 5%, only 5% chunk change on nearly on all imports, with a few exceptions. In 1790, the United States Revenue Cutter Service was established to primarily enforce the collection of import tariffs. This service later became the United States Coast Guard, one of the oldest departments we have. I think the Park Police, we might be tied with them. Now, China's tariffs stayed in place with China stay in place with China because they have cheap goods, and we know have the technology so we can produce more effectively. Let me just go over that a little bit again. China's tariffs are staying in place. We have options. Sure, they're producing this merchandise at a cheaper level, a cheaper price than we can do. You know, you pay someone $2 a day. It's amazing how cheap that merchandise comes. But this is not the 70s. We've come a long way since the computers, robotics, technology. So we can produce goods now almost as cheap as China. And that's a great bargaining chip. We can upgrade our factories. We upgrade our factories. The used equipment can be for other countries, emerging markets that would like to find a nice living for their people. That's what we can. Now, according to an economist, Douglas Irvin, IRWIN, tariffs have served three primary purposes. One, to raise revenue for the government, to restrict import and protect domestic products from foreign competition, and to reach reciprocal agreements that reduce trade barriers. From 1790 to 1860, average tariffs increased from 20% to 60%, before again declining back to 20%. From 1861 to 1933, he characterized the restriction period. Average tariffs increased up to 50%. It remained at that level for several decades. From 1934 onward, Irvin characterizes as the recipient period. The average tariffs declined substantially until it leveled off about 5%. So that's the history of tariffs. Tariffs was the way we raised money. States weren't ponying up enough money to cover the federal government. And I like that tariffs way. When tariffs are raised, I think it gives the executive office a little better way to control the national purse string. You give Congress trillions and trillions of dollars, well, I kid you not, they're going to spend it like a drunken senator. Now, China is the bad boy on the block. They've been stealing our intellectual products for years. And our patents. And there's three ways I've devised that we can handle this. The first way, steal it back. The second way, we steal some